Alright, well, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another one of these live stream thingos. Um, as it is, well, as evidenced by the title, it is now the beginning of the month, and yeah, and now we've got to deal with live streaming, and we got to deal with beginning of the month announcements and all that. And yeah, so we're back in Splatoon for a bit of background gameplay-ish stuff. I'm probably going to do more of After Alterna, because I like to be seen struggling in front of cameras, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, there's a bit of content coming out this month. We've got a bit of a video coming out about. Well, we may have a video coming out about an oscilloscope that I picked up. I've been talking about it for a while now, in the previous couple live streams, but yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so getting on with it, yeah, there's not too much to really deal with, you know, because, I'm probably going to be very busy over the next month, because I've gone into my school's robotics program, which is fun, I guess, and, I gotta deal with tournaments, all that rubbish, and so, yeah, gotta, and that's gonna be up in a couple weeks, and, it's good old Thanksgiving month, and just so happens to be my birthday coming up very shortly. In fact, in literally 9 days, which is a thing, I guess. So, yeah, it's a bit interesting, I guess, when it comes to all this. So anyways, yeah, I'm not too certain on content, really. All I know is that Game Builder Garage Visualized is probably going to get cancelled, because, yeah, Game Builder Garage was not designed around making 2D games in any capacity. I mean, yes, people have pulled it off, and even I could probably pull it off, but it especially cannot handle infinite runner type games unless they're 3D in some capacity, and it's more in a loop kind of format, which Visualized is the exact opposite of. So yeah, that's a huge problem, and it's a form factor that I really cannot deal with. Games like Visualized are more well suited to platforms like Scratch um, and what it currently is using, which is Pygame, but all that is being worked on. I'm also kind of working to get the game engine that we're working on to actually be a little bit releasable. I got started writing a bit of the code for the actual launcher program, which is kind of backwards to how we've done the rest of it. Because in the past what we did was we had all the, we just had it where we were like, oh, we'll just make it where it doesn't have a launcher system, and we'll just, put it all in a page kind of thing. But now we're kind of realizing that that's kind of a stupid idea. And so we're now dealing with having a launcher like literally every other game engine that has, and will ever exist. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it's funny how we're going to get the editor of the game engine finished before we actually get the real game engine finished. But it's because there's been like a bug that's been so prevalent in every version of the actual code since we started it. That's, it's been unfixable and might even call for a rewrite, because we tried to modularize everything and tried to put everything in its own little C++ header file and all that, and it's terrible. And by the way, a bit of news about it, it's all open source, so if you do have a bit of knowledge of the Python and C++ variant, we could probably have a bit of help. You know, it's pretty straightforward how we document it. We're trying to document everything. You know, we've got about a chapter or two written in documentation, I believe. But yeah, it's not going to be breathtaking, but you know, it's going to be we're planning on making it a bit of a step above Game Builder Garage in this context. So yeah, hoping to get there, but we probably won't. But who knows? You know. But yeah, I've got a lot of cool ideas for it, and yeah, I'd like to get it all dealt with. Anyways, so yeah, that's mostly it. I'm thinking of doing a few devlogs for it, but I feel like devlogs would be a bit dry, especially considering this channel. And yeah, and there is other news, namely, as you may know, probably a small, if not ever-growing fraction of this channel, you probably play Splatoon, so you probably have heard the news that there is a Splatfest that's going to be happening. I chose for grass-type Pokemon, probably for the same reasons I chose Fun in the last Splatfest. But yeah, I decided to do it up for a change, because, you know, Big Man's been kind of having, you know, the losing streak, and I think everybody's been having the collective losing streak. Seems a little more balanced this time, you know. You know, it's more paradoxical than the previous Splatfests where, you know, Fun, you know, why would you bring that kind of stuff on an island? It's a pretty stupid answer. Especially because they don't give too much context behind these Splatfests, other than, you know, what's necessary to answer the question in a base level without any context at all. But yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing, and yeah. So yeah, that's all November 11th from what I've heard. You know, sources say November 11th, and I can believe that. Alright, there we go. Get rid of these wankers. Oh my. But anyways, so yeah. Now we're at the height of my career with. Alright, now we're doing good. I am not going to stop here then. Ah! Great. I hate why they delayed the message. I mean, it's like, you could have said that earlier. Oh, and now we have to restart again from the best run possible. Anyways, so yeah, that's the big news for the channel right at this time. You know, there's a lot of you know, a lot of content's coming out. You know, as for things like the scope, literally today I got the I got a new transformer for it, because that was basically killing itself, and this new one is kind of doing the same as well, but it's actually working, and well, the scope itself is not in really good condition, and by that I mean it just needs a recap job done. I'm probably going to get that filmed and put onto video, because I wasn't really able to get the other stuff, and you know, but then again, it's kind of a complex job really. But yeah, it's not really working, but it is slightly working a bit more, because it's from 1973, and the CRT in it is like showing a little bit of a dot in it. You know, it's showing the noisy dot, meaning that, well, getting a trace is just around the corner for the thing, and hopefully once that happens, we'll be able to listen to some oscilloscope music on it, and that is a very interesting art form that I heard about ages ago from here, but, you know, and it's great, because, yeah. But anyways, so, yeah, that's most of the news for this channel. You know, bit of a busy month. There's, you know, I might even end up having to not have any content for a while. Who knows? I mean, you know, a lot of things are happening. A lot of my free time's being actively gobbled up by just random things. Not this, though. This has always been added into it, but, you know, other factors, you know, in and out of my control, you know. But anyways, so, you know, I'm not going to do this live stream very long. Just the highlights of what I'm thinking of for this month of random YouTube rubbish and gubbins and all that. And yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. And bye.